It's often said, enjoy your life when you are young, enjoy your life in your 20s, enjoy yourself when you are young because you won't be able to do most of the things that you can do today, tomorrow. Yes, I agree with that statement 100%. Look, enjoy your life when you're young. I'm in my mid 20s. If you know you are young, you're in your 20s, 30s, instead of being so deeply rooted in trying to figure life out, just do what you can do and enjoy your life. But I have a problem with the meaning of that statement, like the way people say it. When they say enjoy your life when you are young, they mean live recklessly, live stupidly, don't think when you are doing things, just enjoy your life, go to the clubs, sleep around, have 100 thousands of body counts when you are young, live your life anyhow, smoke, drink, and destroy your life. That is what people mean when they say it. And I've come to give you reasons why you should not do these things. When you are young, these are your foundation years. This is the year which you build the kind of life you want to see in your older years. This is the year you build, you plant your seeds so that they can grow and harvest. This is the year where you are like, what am I even doing with my life? Should I just quit? Should I you are having so many thoughts that are not supposed to be. So these are your foundation years. And now why I have problem with that statement is because when you are enjoying your life and you're not thinking, you are making reckless decisions that will tell on you in your later years, that will affect your later years negatively. You are making a lot of decisions. Now these are the years where you make decisions, you build the kind of life you want to see in your 30s, 40s. This is not to say that you won't make decisions when you are 30 or 40, but this is just to say that the decisions you'll be making in your 30s and your 40s will be decisions that will be placed upon the foundations, that will be placed upon the decisions you've made in your 20s. So, I want to tell you to serve God in the days of your youth. Seek the Lord when you are still young. Seek to serve God. Make it a norm that you are burning for Jesus. This generation has made it seem so old fashioned to live a good life, live a godly life, live a life that pleases God. Just be normal. Don't be stupid. They've made it um they've made this look very abnormal that you are a normal person. Can you imagine? You are normal and they are making it look abnormal. They want you to do crazy things, turning yourself into a man, turning himself into a woman. And this is the things that give birth to decisions like turning yourself into a woman when you are a man, joining cult, doing Yahoo, doing fraud because you want to, please people. You want to show them that I'm living my life in my 20s. Your 20s are not the years you need to, if you've not been born with a silver spoon and you are not that buoyant, or you don't have the luxury to live the kind of life you want to live, it is fine because your 20s are you're not supposed to please anybody. You're not supposed to travel world class, first class. I mean, say you're not supposed to be have the luxury to rent a yacht and party in a yacht and live that kind of luxurious life when you don't have it. It is fine. Don't let people pressure you. But when people say enjoy your life in your 20s, live fully in your 20s, this is what they mean. Just live recklessly, make stupid decisions. And when you allow yourself to be pressured by these things, you do things which you're not supposed to do. You can live that kind of luxurious life in your 30s when you built in your 20s. You can still live it in your 40s. They make it seem as though you don't enjoy your life when you are 30 and you don't enjoy your life when you are 40. Your 20s are the time you need to build, at the time you need to focus. Enjoy your life, talk with friends, go out with friends, you know go out, live your life fully, but not at the expense of your future. Live your life fully, enjoy your life, smile, laugh, don't let depression come on you. you know be joyful, be peaceful, and be okay in being like that, if you get what I mean. Be content, be grateful for what you have, and then you work towards building, planting seeds, building the foundation for the kind of life you want to leave. Now, when I say you should plant seeds in your 20s and then maybe you start harvesting in your 30s, that's not, I don't mean to say you should suffer in your 20s and then enjoy in your 30s. What we are doing now is living. Living. We are alive now. When today is gone, tomorrow will come. So you should live every day, enjoy your life every day, every season you find yourself in, enjoy, because the Bible said there is a time to sow and a time to harvest. When you are sowing, still live happily. When you are sowing the content, when you are sowing, be grateful. In your 20s, you build the kind of life you want to see. Let me not use 20s. When you are young, you can be young in your early 20s and then you start living fine, you start living luxuriously. You, when you know what luxury means to you, you start living like that in your maybe late 20s. So let me just use, when you are young, you build the kind of life you want to see. Another reason I said you should serve God in the days of your youth, I said you should, seek God now, is because in your young age, you are making hard decisions. You are making heavy decisions. You are having so many choices. You are seeing things you can do. Like, the choices are many. Like, it's just like the sea, just like the oceans, the sand on the desert. The choices are many, and you have the ability to choose. You have been given the free will to choose. But the thing is that your choices, your decisions always comes with a price. There's always consequence. There's always an aftermath. So you need to, have God, the one who knows your end from your beginning. You need to have Him in your life to make this kind of heavy decisions, this kind of heavy choices, this kind of heavy choices, because it's not going to be easy. And when you are growing, that's when you're going to know that the choices you've made in your former years, the ones you've lived, the years you've lived before, are going to have a great effect in your future. You might not know it now. Maybe you're 22, 23, you are living the way you want to live. You are in your late teens and you are living how you want to live. Just have it at the back of your head that when you are growing, the choices you've made are going to haunt you. So you need to make good choices. Yes, make mistakes, but calculated mistakes. Take calculated risk. After people have lived the kind of life they want to live, they've lived recklessly. They sum it up when they are now older and they are wiser. They sum it up with, um, I made mistakes, but I don't have regrets. Those were just lessons learned. Quite alright, those were lessons learned, but they would have been thwarted if you had just, planted yourself in God and see the thoughts He has for you. The thoughts He has for you are big, and if you live without Him, you live and you are now in your 40s, 50s. When do you now want to start, coming into the mind of God and knowing the kind of big things He has planned out for you? Yes, you can start at any time. People always say this. You can start building at any age. You can start building at 50. You can start doing this at 40. You can do this at what? It's going to be beneficial when you start when you are young. And those who are living well, just know that you are not missing out on anything that many of these people tell you. And most of them that are living the way they want to live, they just want you to join them. That's why most times they don't like you or something like that. They don't just see you. Then when you now join them, it now seems like they are seeing you. But the thing is, these people are also humans. They don't even have the ability to love like that or approve you like that. They don't have that ability. They are also mere humans. So you should actually serve God in the days of your youth and be careful to do all that He says, because it is for your own benefit, not for His benefit. He is God, not for His benefit. It is for your own benefit. The commandments and the things He has given you to live this life is for your own benefit. So it's not for His benefit. And mind you, when He created you, He put in you things that will enable you and equip you to, you know, achieve everything you are supposed to achieve on this planet. He's a purposeful God. He created you purposefully. So you have a purpose here. And when creating you, since He purposely created you, He put in you things that will enable you to achieve the things you need to achieve. Now, when you don't step into the mind of God, you won't see that. And because your thinking is limited, you won't know the kind of big things God has planned out for you, and you're going to live limitedly. Am I correct? You're going to live limitedly. You're not going to be able to fulfill the things you've been set out to fulfill. Now, when you are older, it's hard to turn away from what you've always known. So, if you've lived recklessly, you've made stupid decisions when you were younger, and now you are older, it's going to be very hard for you to turn away. So, when people say you can start at any age, I just look at them and I pray, and I'm just like, what happened when you were younger? Why didn't you start? Yeah, sometimes life happens, but sometimes, most of the time, it's because of your disobedience to God. So if you have lived a very reckless life and careless life, when you are older and maybe you've recognized the truth, you've seen that what you've been doing since has always been empty and void, it's going to be hard for you to turn. And maybe you're going to now be discouraged. So, in the same way, it's hard for you to turn when you've lived carelessly. It's also going to be hard for you to turn away when you've made the right decisions, when you've known that the path you've gone through is the good path, is the right path for you, and you see it when you are 50, 60, it's going to be hard for you to turn, and you won't even want to turn back because you've come so far and you've made the right decisions, and now you are happy in your old age. So choose God, choose to obey Him, choose Him because He knows your end from your beginning. He knows your name. He calls you by name. He knows the path on which you should walk on. He created you. He sees your end. He knows how you're supposed to end, and end that He has planned out for you is a good one. So why won't you want to follow Him? Imagine going through a path all your life and then reaching the end and seeing that this was not what you were supposed to do. You are now 40, 50, and that is just people now say, you can start again, you can start all over, when you should have started when you were young, when you should have done what you were supposed to do. When you've walked a wrong path all your life, now you are old, people now tell you things like, oh, it's okay to start again, it's okay to start all over. But all the things you've done before, uncle, people don't know how hard it is. That is why when you are young, it is better, it is more beneficial, it is important for your soul, your spirit, your body, your health, everything, to serve God when you are young. You've walked a path, all of a sudden you'll find out that this path is not the right path. It's going to be hard for you to turn, it's going to be hard for you to make a U-turn. So follow God when you are young. And all those times you were living reckless, you were living an empty life, chasing after the wind, not having fruit, you are living fruitlessly, living a life that is sad, just chasing after something that you're like, once I just get this one thing, I'm going to be happy. And then you get it. You now say that you're not happy. You're now looking for the next thing to hold on to, for you to be happy. Look, that is empty. All of it is empty. I'm telling you that Jesus is the only one who gives true happiness, gives true peace, true fulfillment. Yes, you've gotten success, you've gotten fame, you've gotten all the things that the world tagged as, being successful, being happy. You've gotten all of those things and you are not still fulfilled. You're still empty. The one true person that gives true fulfillment is Jesus. And newsflash, you can get all of those things while being in Jesus. You can get the fame you want, the money you want, the success you want. You're going to have good children and you will still be fulfilled. So which is better? Is it to, work your whole life not knowing God and living a stupid life and getting at the end of the life and seeing that you've lived an empty life? Nothing was fulfilling. Which is better than to, live a life that Jesus directs, Jesus the way, the truth, and the life, living in Him, having your being in Him, and having the good things of life and being fulfilled. And at the end of your life, you're going to be with Him in heaven. So, which is better? People are making this thing look so archaic and old fashioned, which is not supposed to be. It is what is the truth. It's what life is all about. Following God, serving Him, and being with Him at the end of your life. Now, I'm not talking to those that don't even believe that Jesus exists or God exists or you should serve God. I'm actually talking to those people who know that you should serve God in the days of your youth but are being deceived by people who do not know their left from their right. And mind you, while you are in God, you are developing good character, you're becoming a beautiful person. So stop seeking validation, stop listening to people who do not know their right or their left from their right, and stop letting people dictate for you how to live. They don't mean well. Even if they do mean well, they don't even know their left from their right. So therefore, they won't be able to give you the right advice. They won't be able to give you the right counsel. And the thing is, in their mind, they think they're actually giving you the right counsel, but they are not, because they don't know. Like, can you get it? They don't know their left from their right. They don't even know the path on which they should walk to. They're just guessing. They're just doing trial and error. They're just guessing. Oh, maybe this is it. This is the right thing to do. And at the end, when they get to that thing, they tag the right thing to do. They still see that they are empty and they're not looking for the next thing. So they will give you advice like, just you know create a purpose for yourself, choose what you want to do and stick at it. Be happy, focus on your bag, get this, get that, and you'll be happy. At the end of the day, they themselves are not happy because they don't know, and then they've given advice, will now take it hook, line and sinker, run with it, and you will see that at the end of the race, at the end of the journey, you won't be happy. So stop seeking counsels from these people. Go to God to get your right counsels. In the midst of counsels, you won't make so many mistakes. Quite alright, you're going to make mistakes in life, so you can learn from them, but you won't make uncalculated mistakes. You won't make mistakes that are going to mar you, that are going to leave a scar on you for a very long time. Seek the right counsel and all will be well. Okay, those people that say things like, I haven't figured life out, I'm 35 and 45 and I haven't figured life out. Sometimes I want to believe it, but other times I'm like, but I see people that have lived their life for God, they have gotten good success, their health are in check, everything is working out for them. Right, alright, they haven't figured life out, but they are so happy and they so trust in God that once they make their next move in God, it is guaranteed that it will come out, the results will come out well. So seek right counsel, work in God, and I hope I've been able to encourage you to keep your faith. Those of you that are working in God and are maybe because of people that are around you that are saying things to you, telling you things, just don't be discouraged. Keep your faith in God, work with God, and you will see the result. You will see the fruit of your labor. You will see the fruit of being in God. The thoughts of God are thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. The thoughts that God thinks towards you are far bigger than what you can ever think or imagine. The human mind is limited, and once you step into the mind of God, you will see the reason He's telling you to wait. You will see the reason He's telling you to move. You will see the reason He's telling you to do this. You might not know like what will come out of that, but you trust, and you know that complete obedience to God is what will bring you those good success, those things you want, and you're going to be willing to do the things you want you to do. You're going to be willing to wait. You're going to be willing to have delayed gratification. You're going to be willing to just allow people pass you, and you're just trusting in God and also being responsible for your life. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.
The sorrows of harvest that delays, hope is an